At NSW Ports, we keep Australia moving. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. As an island nation, our port and rail assets form the backbone of Australia's trade distribution, importing goods to support the people and businesses of New South Wales and exporting goods to international markets. We're proud of the role we play behind the scenes to secure Australia's economic future, delivering $4.4 billion annually to New South Wales' economy while supporting around 30,000 jobs. Our investors are leading financial institutions representing over 6 million Australian super fund members, which means we're helping to support the retirement of 1 in 4 Australians. We manage Australia's key trade gateways. Port Botany is Australia's premier container port, handling around 1/3 of Australia's container trade and nearly all of New South Wales containers. The port plays an important role servicing Australia's largest population and business centre, with 80% of all import containers travelling no further than 40 kilometres from the port. In fact, if you live in Greater Sydney, 42% of everything in your household has arrived in a container via Port Botany. The largest container vessel to have berthed at Port Botany is roughly the size of 3 football fields, as high as a 15-storey building, and capable of carrying 10,000 20-foot equivalent units, or TEUs, which is the standard measurement of a container. Port Botany is well equipped to handle these large vessels now and into the future, and can already handle ships of up to 15,000 TEU today. Port Botany is also the only port in Australia with on-dock rail at all 3 of its container terminals, saving time and money by removing the need for double handling of containers by trucks. Port Botany is also well connected by dedicated freight rail to a network of metropolitan intermodal terminals servicing Greater Sydney and regional Australia. Moving more containers by rail is a key part of our strategy to sustainably support New South Wales' growing container trade. Our goal is to move 3 million TEU by rail, which will help reduce the growth of trucks on roads. As an essential service, Port Botany is also home to Australia's largest multi-user bulk liquids facility, handling New South Wales refined fuel, gas, chemicals and bitumen needs. Port Kembla is New South Wales' port of growth and an economic driver for the Illawarra region, handling the state's motor vehicle imports, the import and export of agri-products, minerals, dry and liquid bulk cargo, and project cargo such as wind turbines, tunnel boring machines for the Snowy 2.0 hydroelectricity project, and new trains for public transport. Port Kembla is also a key construction hub for New South Wales. We continue to diversify the trades handled at the port and are progressing plans with Australian Industrial Energy for Australia's first LNG import gas terminal. Looking to the future, Port Kembla has been identified by the New South Wales Government as the state's next container terminal, based on its proximity to Sydney and Western Sydney's growing population and employment lands. In addition to Port Botany and Port Kembla, NSW Ports is also responsible for 2 intermodal hubs at Enfield and Cooks River. The Enfield Intermodal Logistics Centre is being developed into a key rail-based logistics hub servicing Sydney and New South Wales. Located 18 kilometres from Port Botany on dedicated freight-only rail, it offers direct connections into the port, as well as rail connections to regional areas of the state. The Cooks River Intermodal Terminal is the largest empty container storage facility in New South Wales. Located 8 kilometres from Port Botany, it is also connected to the port by dedicated freight rail. Our vision is to be a world-class port and logistics manager, driving sustainable growth. Sustainability is a key part of who we are and how we operate. We are the first port operator in Australia to introduce an environmental shipping incentive program, which rewards ships at Port Botany and Port Kembla with higher standards of emissions performance. We are investing in rail to help sustainably support container growth and reduce the growth of trucks on roads. Every 1 million TEU moved by rail reduces the number of truck movements around the port by 900 per day. Our focus on sustainable growth continues to drive all that we do, so that we can continue to support the state's growing freight needs to keep goods moving, the economy of New South Wales and Australia thriving. while supporting the lives and livelihoods of all Australians.